remember first reaching the island. Me and my team, we went to explore. Everything about the island was wonderful. Fresh water, a beautiful sky, and the greenest grass I had ever seen in my life. It was wonderful living on the island. For 2 years, I was happy. Sure, some stuff may have happened in between, but other than stuff like that, life was good living on the island, and I wish I could relive it. But then she arrived. The last reality arrived. They had sent the Zero Point's power and energy and traveled to the island to take it. They ripped the spire from the ground, and then they blew it up, putting the Zero Point under the ground. We were given the opportunity by a fellow named Dr. Sloan, whose intentions were on defeating the aliens. But then, something twisted happened. Betrayed by Dr. Sloan, who promised she would help us, but then all she did was leave us stranded on that alien ship. Luckily enough, we were able to rebuke Kevin the Cube to help us defeat the aliens and save us from the skyfire that was the destruction of the alien ship. And at that moment is when the last reality's leader showed her true colors.
The time for games is over. Leave nothing behind.
We were then faced with the war against the Islanders and the Cube Queen herself. Luckily, on the day of her destruction, we were reached out to help by the Seven. And saving the Islanders would come at the cost of the island itself. So they had no other choice but to turn it over and start new. In that moment was our liberation. The Cube Queen was defeated to her one enemy, the ocean. And after that, a new world came. A brand new start for new life to begin. And amazing opportunities for new islanders to arrive. But even with the start of a new life, we weren't liberated yet. Because after all, we still had another challenge to overcome. The I.O. They were the ones making everybody fight. They were the ones in charge of the loop. And soon they will plan an attack in order to take the 7 down and make the islanders listen to them and their every command, thus beginning the reality war. Not too shortly, we waged war against the I.O. in a battle against the mech and the I.O. themselves, going face to face with Dr. Sloan. And there, the 0 point was free and liberated, and Sloan was defeated.
Thought you could move the hand.
And you may think that's where the story ended, but oh, that's far from it. After that, well, let's say a peculiar thing came back again. The last reality. Except in the form of a different leader. A leader known as the Herald of the Nothing. In the end, we fought the Herald long, and hard. As we got our troops ready for battle, the most unexpected thing happened. The Herald arrived herself with no army other than the Chrome to help her. And yet she still kept going. We thought we had defeated her then, but the most unlikely thing we had ever thought happened. The Herald had rebuilt herself in a giant of chrome. In one attack, she took down all our troops, and then the worst thing possible could have happened. As the Herald turned everything on the island to chrome, she infused it with the reality tree, and then destroyed both islands, Artemis and Apollo.